Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shante Roddy. I am coming on with another stimulus update and news report. This is breaking news today. We're going to talk about how the House just passed this historic, huge $1.9 trillion stimulus bill, stimulus package, relief package, whatever you want to call it, for the American people, for all of you all that are out there, including those that are not entrepreneurs or small business owners. But if you're out there, let me know. Come on in. This is exciting news. I'm super happy about this and what this is going to mean for giving all of us a financial lifeline for ourselves, our families, and our businesses. Let me know who you are. Drop a note in the comment. Let me know who you are, where you're hailing from, and what your business is. Do give this a thumbs up so more people see this. I want every entrepreneur, small business owner to know what money is coming so you can get ready, get your business in order, get ready to get the funding and the relief that is coming to you. Do share out this video, and our channel Sharing is Caring. There's so many entrepreneurs and small business owners that don't know about these programs, especially those in underserved communities, those that may be in like rural communities. They're just not getting this information. So I'm relying on you to share it. So you find it of benefit, so you want to share it with those that you know as well. So again, there's a lot to get into. Big stimulus news today. Do also tag your friends in this video if you have an entrepreneur peer, small business peer, and I will be answering questions. So if you do have any questions related to the current stimulus programs that are out there, grants, do drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer them before I leave off this broadcast. But the House passed quickly today the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. This is referred to as the American Rescue Plan. This is President Biden's plan. This is what he promised to the American people before he got into office, and they were able to make it happen. Now, this stimulus bill has 75% of support from the American people. We know how much of a need it is, how long we've been waiting. And yes, they did pass them. They passed, right, and rolled out other stimulus bills early on in 2020. And then the last one was $900 billion at the end of 2020. But they knew they needed something bigger to be able to bridge the equity gap, to be able to eradicate COVID-19, to be able to lift people out of poverty. Again, this is no fault of our own, right? That we were thrust into the situation where we had to, were forced out of our jobs, forced to stay at home, forced out of our businesses, right? Forced to close our doors, lost clients, lost events, had to cancel events. So there was so much going on, and they know that. And so for them to be able to pass this is fantastic. So it passed the House. It had already passed the House, went to the Senate, passed the Senate with amendments, and that's why it went back to the House. So if you're confused as to why is it in the House, does it need to go back to the Senate? No. So it was in the House, went to the Senate, it was amended, and it went back to the House, and they passed the amendments that I've spoken about before. And I'm going to go again through many of the benefits that you can expect that are in this package. It's not all of them, but it's a lot that are included in this package. Now, Nancy Pelosi and Senator Chuck Schumer in the Senate, they both signed the bill and are getting ready to send it to the White House. There's different protocols that need to happen. So he is on schedule to sign it on Friday. On Friday. So he also came out and spoke on the relief bill and the historic moment shortly after it passed. He is on schedule for tomorrow, Thursday, to do a prime time address on the anniversary of this pandemic, right? We're a year into this pandemic. So you all out there, congratulations to you. Like, we really have been resilient, just sticking and waiting, and being the patience that we've had waiting on enough relief to come to be able to give give us the support and get us back on track to where we were before the pandemic happened. So this is what is happening. So he is going to be live in prime time tomorrow. So you can expect that and expect him to be signing the bill. Now, that's not enough. We know that that's great. That's the first start, but they are very much aware that it's not just enough that they pass the bill, but they really have to have a very coordinated logistical effort to roll out all of these different programs to make sure that you're getting your money. So like you're getting your stimulus checks, you're getting your unemployment, that these small business programs continue to roll out in a organized fashion so you can get your money quickly. So I just want to express that to you. So that's where we are right now. Let me just go through really quickly some of the benefits so you know what you can expect. Like we already knew that we were getting stimulus checks, but did you know that a household of four, if you have a household of four people, that means you can get $5,600. $5,600. So if you have a household of children, please let me know in the comments, like, and calculate these benefits for yourself. I mean, and just let me know how helpful this money would be for you and your family. I just know the struggle that is out there because, again, I talk to entrepreneurs, small business owners every single day, and we're not just business owners. We're, we have families, we have spouses, we're taking care of parents and grandparents and children at home that should usually be in school and trying to balance all of that. So I get it. And I'm just so excited for this relief to be able to come at this time. So we talked about the stimulus checks, $1,400 stimulus checks for everybody in your household, right? If you are earning $75,000 in annual income or less as an individual, or $150,000 as if you have a spouse, right? So if you're a married couple. And then $112,500 for those of you that are head of household. Okay, so it's based on your filing. So that is the cap, then it fades out, and then if you are at 80,000 or above, you won't get the stimulus checks. But again, this will benefit a lot of households. Again, those low and moderate income households that were left out, and they were left out of the earlier packages. A lot of the money went to millionaires that didn't need it. And a lot of the money went to larger businesses that were not supposed to get relief. So they're rectifying that and getting the money to those that are most in need, those that are hardest hit. So I want you all to understand that, because everybody is in a different place, and sometimes everybody doesn't understand that, and they're like, okay, why is one demographic or one certain populations of people getting this money and others are not? It's because they didn't get it before. So we're trying to make sure everybody gets, help. Everybody deserves to get help. Okay, so you can expect stimulus checks. It could be as early as next weekend. Now, they didn't say when they would start issuing them out, but I do know from the last one, the $600 ones, those came so quickly. I mean, from the day, I think the time they passed, I think it was like 2 days. And I think it was on the weekend that I got it. And I think it was pending on the weekend, and it actually posted on that Monday. So we can expect that relatively quickly, because the Treasury Department already has the process down and everything like that. So you should be good to go in that regard. So that's going to be helpful for you. All of those that are on unemployment, we still know that there are millions and millions of people that are still on unemployment. And so we need this, because the unemployment benefits was under the previous bill. The bill that we're actually under right now is set to expire March 13th. So they definitely wanted to pass it and get the bill signed before that, so that there's not a huge gap like the last time in the benefits, right? So those on pandemic unemployment assistance had to wait a long period of time for them to ramp it up again, right? Because it was that huge gap. So we want to avoid that happening. So what they agreed on in the stimulus bill is that again, they extended the program through September from March, 13th, and they're going to stay at the $300 a week additional unemployment compensation that you're going to get in addition to your regular benefits. This provision also provides $10,200 of tax-free income, unemployment income for those earning less than $150,000 per year. So that's going to be a great benefit as well, because we know that unemployment benefits are taxable at the federal level and the state level. So if you are not having your taxes taken out, I highly recommend. You don't want to get hit with the big tax bill. That is what will happen if you do not have taxes withheld from your payments. But again, $10,200 for those of you that are on unemployment will have that benefit. Now, this is really huge. These credits, these tax credits. Let's start with the child tax credit, which is the CTC, is making it, number one, they're increasing it, right? So children under 6 to 3,600 for 2021, and then other children 3,000 per child. But also they're making this a refundable tax credit. Okay, that means that if your tax burden is 0, you get this tax credit, you get a refund. That's what that means. And in addition, so you get that, the $3,600 per child under 6, and then $300,000 per child up to 17, and it's refundable. Okay. Also, earned income tax credits for those that don't have children has been raised. So the maximum credit amount for childless people would increase to $1,502 from the $546. And this also broadens the range, the age range for people without children that will be able to claim this earned income credit from age 19, beginning at 19 instead of age 25. With the exception of certain full-time students and upper age limits. But we know that, just to back up here for the stimulus checks, to know that before, college students were not like eligible dependents. They just got the dependent income for the parents, but now they get their own. So again, that's why I said that a family of 4 could get like $5,600. Okay. Want to really quickly go through these small business benefits, the grants and programs that are being rolled out. There's extension of some that are already been launched, already rolling out, and then new programs that are coming along. Let's start with targeted EIDL grants administered by the SBA. They're adding on another $15 billion for this grant program so that they can give us the money, those of us that applied on or before December 27th. Even if you apply when they no longer had the grant available because they ran out of funding. Those of you that received the partial grant, and those of us like myself that didn't receive any because they ran out of funding. So I've been waiting patiently for a year now to get my money, always knowing that eventually we would, because we fought for this, okay? We fought to get this money. So it's already a $20 billion program. They're adding the $15 billion with the supplemental $5,000 grant that I talk about in previous videos. Go check those out. I have a whole EIDL playlist. I just want to go through that very quickly. But the EIDL program is one that they're extending. They're also have a new program for restaurants, bars, restaurants, caterers. If you are in the food industry, this grant will most likely apply to you. Shortly after they actually sign the bill into law and start rolling out the program, I'll come on with a video specifically about the restaurant revitalization grant. This is so important because this is an industry that has been one of the hardest hit industries. And if you are in it, this is your time. This grant is up to $10 million. Like a lot of these programs, a $10 million per business. This is a $10 billion program that they're going to be rolling out. Again, I'm not sure if it's going to be administered by the SBA. Most likely it will be. Most of these programs are, but we will get more information on that once they start rolling it out. So, I mean, that it goes food carts, food trucks. I mean, the list is exhaustive. So if you have not checked out the video, 10 multi-billion dollar government grants, check that one out. I go into detail on all of these grant programs. So that is the Restaurant Revitalization Grant. That is brand new under this bill that just passed and is getting ready to sign. Paycheck Protection Program. This is one of the most popular programs administered by the SBA, where you apply through a lender. To qualify, you must be in business as of February 15, 2020. They expanded the program, added $284 billion to this program. Under this new stimulus, they're adding another $7 billion. So they're not extending the deadline for this program to apply and get approved is March 31st, 2021. However, there are many industry advocates, banks, small businesses are calling them to extend it just because there have been a lot of improvements that they just rolled out, still trying to get clarity on the program, still a lot of applicants in the pipeline. But this, if you are a small business owner, if you are a gig worker, self-employed, especially if you're self-employed, you don't have to have a business name. You don't have to have an EIN. You could be a network marketer, independent contractor, gig worker, driving for Uber or Lyft. It does not matter. You can qualify for this program, especially with the changes they made for self-employed individuals filing on the tax returns, 1040 Schedule C. Your Schedule C is where your business income is. So I don't want you all to miss out on this. I did a post earlier in asking network marketers, have you applied for PPP? And so many said no. Right? No, or I don't even know about that program. I tell you that so many people don't know. These are billions of dollars that you can get. This is a forgivable loan program, which turns into a grant. Okay. You apply for a grant. It's a simple one. You apply for forgiveness. Okay. It's a simple one-page application for those that are funded $150,000 or less. I mean, so please consider applying. There's information here in the show notes. I have an entire playlist on PPP. If you know someone that fits in any of these categories, as long as you have 500 employees or less, if you're applying for your first draw, you were never funded before. If you're applying for the second draw, you must have 300 or employees or less. You must be able to also be able to show 25% decrease in 2020 of gross receipts for an 8-week period, comparable to that same 8-week period in 2019. So you want to take your hardest hit period and compare it to what you were making in 2019, and that should be sufficient. You will need your tax returns. People ask me this every day. I don't have a tax returns. I didn't file this. You need to file your tax returns, amend them if you need to correct them, because that is going to delay you or cause you to get denied if you did not file your taxes properly. Depending on your business structure would depend on how you calculate your loan amount. So the most significant change for PPP, just as a reminder, is they changed the calculation for self-employed individuals that file on the Schedule C, which is millions of us that do that. It was based on your net, which meant many of you all didn't qualify, many of us. And then if you did, you got very little money. Now you can base the calculation on your gross income, which is your line 7 on your Schedule C form. Line 7 on your Schedule C form, max earnings that you can use to calculate is $100,000. Divide that by 12. That gives you your monthly average payroll. Then you're going to times that by 2.5. And if you're in the restaurant industry under Code 72, you're going to times it by 3.5 months. I'm really pulling for and calling for them to expand how many months, because again, 2.5 months, 3.5 months, we're a year in. That was great when we were way back in 2020. We are still being impacted in a year later. So I think they need to expand that. And I mean, even if they just expanded it for people that maybe earned maybe an annual income of less than 150, that would make sense, and let them get at least 6 months worth, right? So you can times it by 6 months worth of expenses. But even at 2.5 months, it's still, you can get good money. And again, it can turn into a grant, which is free money for your business. So yesterday I was super excited that I applied for the first draw. So I am looking forward to getting approved and getting my money. So I will keep you all posted on that. The exclusive period was set to end yesterday, so it may end in today. Definitely today is the last day for the exclusive period for those with 20 employees or less. Then after that, everyone else that's in the pipeline will be able to be processed. Okay, so you'll be in there with everyone else. So I hope that makes sense. Also, childcare providers. So they actually have money allocated under this current bill for childcare providers. They are adding to that. So in total, once this bill is signed into law, there will be $50 billion allocated, and a good portion of that, around about $25 billion. No, I think it's closer to $39 billion. But a good significant amount that is dedicated to grants for childcare providers that can be used for various types of business expense, including offsetting the cost of your clients, right? If they're not able to pay or may not able to afford the amount, the grant money can go towards helping them offset the cost of what it is to be able to get your childcare services. I know there's going to be at least $1 billion set aside for Head Starts. But so if you are a childcare provider, get ready. If you know a childcare provider, whether they have a brick and mortar childcare center or they work out of their home, they have an in-home daycare, tag them in this video, share this video with them, because this is going to be really important. And you're talking about up to $10 million per business. So all of these new grant programs are up to $10 million per business. Okay, that's child care provider grant program. They are also adding additional funding towards the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant Program, which is another new program that was launched under the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021. That bill that was signed into law in December 27th of 2020. That is the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant that the SBA is still prepping to roll out. They have not rolled out, opened the applications yet, but it's clearly on their website at sba.gov. If you think you may qualify, go to the video. I have at least three videos on the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant. Watch those videos, go to the website. They've updated their FAQs, and they have a checklist that you may need to submit when you're submitting your application, but at minimum, you can use it to prep and get ready to determine if you qualify for the program, and make sure you have everything that you need. Understand with these SBA programs, it's first come, first serve, and it's while the funding is available, and we know funding runs out because they closed down the programs before. And then they have set dates, right? Deadline dates for when programs expire. So you definitely want to be quick about taking action, but get prepared. You don't want to be scrambling at the time that it's time to apply. Okay, and then you not have it together, or you not have your information right, and then we know how long it takes the SBA. You don't want to give them more reason to further delay your application. And then what happens is those that have it ready, they are first in line because it's first come, first served. Okay, so if you don't know about the insider tips, if you haven't gotten our grant application cheat sheet and checklist, highly recommend that you get it. Our Masterclass, our Win Grants with Ease Masterclass bundle. These are our most popular tools that and resources that I created to help you win grants with ease. To help you, because I saw so many of you that were struggling with the process that and there's many of you still don't have your business in order, still are missing out on grants for simple things that you can correct. Things that you can correct easily and be able to increase your chances of getting grants. Okay, so but I want you all to shoot your shot. These programs are available for you. It's up to you to shoot your shot. You can't get any money if you don't apply. At least if you apply, you have a chance, right? You have a chance to win a grant. So that's what you can expect. There's billions more into vaccines and testing. That's something that's really important to the administration to get have funding so that you all of us can get vaccinated and tested. So that we can start moving around more freely and get back to gatherings. I was just saying that to some of my relatives yesterday over the phone. Like, I haven't seen some of these over a year. And I'm like, I'm so ready to see them, but I'm more concerned about keeping them safe and keeping me safe. But I really want to be able to be more close with my family. So vaccinating and testing, billions of dollars towards those programs are coming as well. Paid family leave. So tax credits for businesses that offer paid leave. So this is not like you're required to do it. If you do it, there are tax credits for you. There's a lot of tax credits. I'm gonna mention some. These are already been rolled out under the current stimulus package that we're already operating under. But this is extended the paid family leave to September the 30th. So this includes offering family caregivers the same leave available to parents and workers who need child care for themselves. Again, this bill does not require businesses to offer paid leave. This is if your business does. All right. So just think about the benefits that you offer employees. There's different benefits and credits that you can get. So let me just, while I'm talking about it, just mention the employee retention tax credit that it has been rolled out way when they rolled out the CARES Act, and it's been extended. They also changed it where you can get this tax credit as well as PPP. You just can't get them for the same period for the same employees. Okay. So it's like if you, where are we? We're in March. So in let's say January, February, and March, you use PPP money to pay your employees and their benefits. Okay. Now, so you can't use the employee retention tax credit on those same months, right? On the same periods that you're using PPP money. So now you're using your business money to pay payroll costs. Now, let's say April, May, June, then you're going to use the employee retention tax credit. Those are up to $14,000 per employee. Take advantage of these. So now you can get both. You could not do that before December 27th of 2020. Also, the individual, the self-employed tax credit. These are credits you get on your taxes, right? So you have to make sure you're filing the proper forms. You're meeting with your accountants, your tax professionals. They need to know what they're doing. They need to be very familiar with these stimulus programs and familiar with your business. Stop going to these fly-by-night people to do your taxes that's not doing them right. If you need referrals, I've given out referrals every single day. So please email me at hello@SheBossTalk, and I'm happy to give you referrals. This is the time to get your business in order. Don't let not having your business in order keep you from getting access to these billions of dollars. There's no reason why you all can't get grant money. I don't care what type of business you have or how long you've been in business. There is a grant out there for you. But there's just too many times it's like you all aren't getting them because you just don't have things together. Someone asked me, a couple of people, about registered. They don't have their business registered. Well, we have a checklist, right? The cheat sheet that explains what you need to get your business in order. We have the Win Grant with Ease Masterclass. So if you know you're not registered as a business, wouldn't that tell you that should be on your checklist of items to do? Although it's not required for Paycheck Protection Program or the EIDL program, for most grants it is. Okay. But you don't need that for a paycheck and EIDL. So if you need to apply, I would encourage you to apply to both of these programs, to get funding for your business. A lot of people operate as sole proprietors and never legally form their businesses, but that is at a detriment to you, because you reach a certain point and then you miss out on opportunities. It's harder to scale because now these are things that's required for you to be able to take your business to the next level, right? And we explain that in these different tools that we have, and also like in our certification, our MBE, WMBE certification masterclass. So it's all about helping you get access to money to be able to scale your business. Okay, so those business owners, housing. If you need rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance, billions more dollars are coming towards that. So housing, $30 billion. Um, uh, Rental assistance, 30 billion, 10 billion will be available for mortgage assistance. I know states are already rolling out these programs. They did it here. I think at every level, they did it at the state and they did it at the county level, had different programs to give relief. So your state, your county may already have this already. And if they, for some reason, don't, they will once this is signed into law and they start giving more money to the states. Every state got billions of dollars under the CARES Act program. But some of you tell me that some of the states don't have programs like Florida. I don't know what's going on with Florida. They haven't had that much. Texas, like different counties have had things, but they really didn't have a big program, which I don't know why. They got billions of dollars. So it's on you to be an advocate for yourself. Use your voice. Know that you have power as a small business owner. Start getting on the phone and sending them emails, asking them where are the programs for us, for my business that's sitting here suffering. Where are the programs? Where are the grants? Where are the tax credits? And then, again, advocate for yourself so then they can start, rolling out those different programs. There's going to be billions for nursing homes as well, healthcare. These are two good ones because a lot of us are on healthcare, but 2-year increase on the Affordable Cares Act subsidies would help you afford health plans in the marketplace. ACA marketplace is healthcare.gov. People with incomes above the 400% of the federal poverty line, which is $51,520 for individuals would qualify for subsidies. So you would not have to pay more than 8.5% of your annual income on healthcare premiums. Cobra Subsidies. So the Cobra is what companies pay to keep you on their healthcare policies once you leave their company. These subsidies will be available through the end of 2021 to help workers that have been laid off or furloughed. Medicare eligible individuals on Cobra would be reminded to transition to Medicare to avoid Part B late enrollment penalties. Now the airlines, I know they have been waiting. The airlines, they have been struggling, had to lay off several workers. And I just thought this was so fantastic. One of the CEOs of the airline said this. They said, hold on. Let me make sure I get it. They had said, I think I lost it, but they said something to the point of, now this has passed. The letters, they sent out notifications to well over 13,000 airline employees. Those notices that your services are no longer needed right now until we get some funding to bring you back on. He basically said you all can tear up those notices because we are back in business and we're going to pay you back, for all the time that you've been off, because now they have access to the funding they need through this bill. I thought that was so fantastic because the airline industry has been hard hit. I really don't know any industry really that has not been hard hit by this pandemic. So I'm just so happy for people that are going to be able to get their jobs back, their livelihoods back, being able to get back your kids back in school is going to be so fantastic. This has been hard on so many people. But I'm so thankful and proud of you guys for not giving up, for not losing hope, for just being resilient and persistent during this time, doing it together, sharing resources and information. That's what it's about, helping your fellow man. That's the only way that we can get through this, right? And that we can rise and thrive is to do it together, have compassion for each other, and be a source of help in a time such as this. So I appreciate all of you all for that. With that said, I'm just going to look and see if there are any questions on here. I know there's a lot of comments, just checking for any particular questions that I have not already answered before. is this going to be better for government contracts? I'm not sure about your question. Is what going to be better for government contracts? If you can clarify that, that would be great. But this is first of all, this is a great time, period. Even without this bill, for government contracts, for small business, for disadvantaged business, for minority business, women business, they're waiting for you. And so that's why I mentioned our MBE certification. So that certification masterclass will help you no matter what type of business you have, because there's a number of different certifications, including small business. You may say, oh, I'm a small business. They should know that. Or I'm a woman. I have a woman business. They should. No, there's certain processes you go through, criteria you meet, certification applications you fill out. And then after that, once you get certified, it's about leveraging the certification, knowing what to do. It's like not enough to have a tool and not know what to do with it, right? It's like our cheat sheet. It's not enough if you get it and you never read it and you never apply it and put it into action. So we in these master classes, that's what we do. You leave with real information and things that you can do, strategies to take action now. Right. This is about scaling your business now, pivoting your business now, reaching your goals now in 2021. We're not waiting to 2022 or 2023. We're doing it now. Right. And so also I put out a question about just to check in and see where business owners are. Like, are you struggling? Are you sustaining? Are you thriving right now? Let me know in the comments as well. And I was so sad to see that so many businesses were still saying that they're struggling. And my question is why? My question is why? What actions are you taking to lift yourself out of the struggle? Right? Are you still trying to go it alone, or are you surrounded by a support system like She Boss Talk? Like, nobody that's a part of this She Boss Talk family should be struggling at this point. As much resources that we provide, but one thing that happens is that people don't get connected. If you're not networking, if you don't have a system of support, it can be very difficult. But if you take the information that we give you, you can lift yourself out of the struggle. You can say there's so many people don't even know about the Paycheck Protection. So if they don't even know about it, they don't know to apply, that they don't know that then they could get $20,000 or $50,000 or $100,000 for that matter. So that's what community is. I am my sister. I am my brother. So if I see that there's a need, whatever I can help with, and I don't know everything, so I have a network of people. So if you come to me and say, Shante, I need help with this, I can't do it. I have another person, an expert, the solution that you need, and I will point you in that direction. If all of us got more into that mindset and started actively doing this and utilizing groups, even online and in person, instead of just sitting in groups, not doing anything, not getting to know people, is really all about relationships. Your relationships are an asset. Your network is your net worth. That is so true. I can't tell you the network that I have. That's been the only way that I've been able to thrive as I'm doing the collaborations, reaching out to people to partner. And you have to reach a certain level of vulnerability. You have to start trusting people. Like, I keep hearing, oh, I'm not collaborating because I don't have friends, or I don't trust people. Go beyond your friends and family, okay? And start as many billions of people that are out here, millions of people that are on here online. Start reaching out to people, just making the connection, getting to know people. And you will be amazed at the opportunities that open up. There was a grant that became available here where I am, and I researched it. I got on the call, find out what was needed. I had already knew this was coming on, but I didn't know what the requirements were till they actually opened it up. Then I found out it said that you had to be a nonprofit or you had to have a physical sponsor. So while I was thinking about who could I potentially partner with, I was also thinking about, I know a nonprofit leaders who this would benefit, who should go after this. So I was sharing it with them, whether or not we partnered together or not. Be a connector for people. So whether or not we partnered or not, I was sharing the information. And while I was sharing the information, I was reaching out to some women that I knew that had nonprofits, because I don't have a nonprofit business. But I'm like, why would I want to do it by myself? Why can't we just win? We can win together. So I reached out to a few people and I landed on one, and we have great synergies. She works with young girls. I work with young women. And grantors like to see you partnering up and collaborating. That is one of the ways you can stand out as an applicant for some of these opportunities, even on contracts, contracts, government and corporate contracts, to show that you are partnering. Even a lot of these questions are asking about community and how you are working with other people. Who are you partnering with, right? That is really going to set you up for success. I mean, that means I don't have to do all the work from scratch by myself. I have a partner that can assist, that we can go in this with a joint venture. We can win together. We're getting money to support our mission, and we're helping the girls and women that we set out to help in the local area. I mean, so start collaborating. Use affiliate marketing. I'm going to be doing trainings in the near future on affiliate marketing. We're not using it enough. All of these influencer things, the people that you see out here, and you're like, oh, they're making great money and all this. They're using affiliate marketing, okay? Meaning that they are partnering with brands, right? And selling their things. You all sell people stuff all the time. You're sharing people stuff for free. How many times you're sharing information on your Facebook timeline or Instagram, sharing videos and photos and things like that, and you're not getting paid a dime for that. And what you could be. And instead of, you could be an affiliate for, a name brand, a company that's great. But I prefer to actually work with fellow entrepreneurs and business owners that have products and services, and encourage them to set up affiliate programs. It's easier than it's ever been before. Most platforms, WordPress, if you on Spotify, if you're on Etsy, all of these platforms have affiliate programs where you can have people register, right? Your peers, incentivize them to help them for them to share your information and promote it. That's a great way to earn passive income. I do it and people do it for me. I have right now 174 affiliates that help me market my digital products, like the Win Grants with These Masterclass bundle and Cheat Sheet. So it's not just me marketing it. I have a lot of different champions out there that are getting paid. I pay monthly commissions of 30% for them to be an affiliate and share my information, whether it's on their blog, in their newsletter, in their email, in their Facebook shop, in their Instagram shop, on social media. It's incentivized. So again, what is that? A win-win situation. These are all ways to lift you out of the struggle. Things that you may not have thought about. Think outside the box. How can you leverage relationships to really start taking your business to the next level? Right? Whether it's you partnering on a podcast, you want to have an event, why do it yourself? Why can't you partner with someone else that it complements what you do, may have a skill set that you need, right? So maybe you're not a marketer on your event. You know how to put on an event, but you're not good at marketing it, or you're not a good fundraiser. Partner with somebody that knows how to fundraise. If you need a graphic designer, partner with somebody that can be a graphic designer for your event. The list goes on and on, the number of ways that you can collaborate with other people. But understand what the definition is. These are not your clients. These are people that you're working together with. You're sharing a mission. Each of you have a role in it, and each of you are benefiting from it to serve someone else. Okay? So I'm going to get off my soapbox, because I wasn't even supposed to be on here that long. But whatever information I can share that's really going to help you, lift you out of the struggle, and get you thriving in your business, that's what I'm here to do. So I'll talk a few minutes to be able to do that. I actually just started classes today. I'm super excited about that. A certification class for that's sponsored by the Bank of America. Actually, they're coming out with a grant. It's not released yet. When it comes out, I'll let you know. I've been monitoring that. But Bank of America, through Cornell University, which is an online university, has a certification, women's entrepreneurship certification class, and I'm part of this cohort. And so I'm excited. I started today. If you have been part of the program and got your certification, let me know. Congratulations to you. People have asked me, how do you sign up? I will locate the link. I don't know when the next class will be, but this is definitely not the final class. But I think the class is valued at $3,000, $2,000 or $3,000, and it's sponsored, so it was free. And so I'm always looking to enhance my skill set, and I serve women, so I definitely want to learn more about women in entrepreneurship and how to get funding and all these different types of things that are really going to help me take my business to the next level. So I would encourage you to do that too. Take a class, listen to a podcast, right? Anything that's going to lift you up and empower you and enhance your skill sets for a time such as this. This is your time. So there's a grant with your name on it. Go out and get it. Shoot your shot. Show up with confidence. Be bold about it. Stand out amongst your competition. But the relief is here. So get prepared. I'll be on with more updates. Again, he's going to be signing the bill on Friday, but I will definitely come back with more updates in this week. So until then, continue to be the boss with amplified impact. Continue to stay in good health and stay safe. Have a wonderful day.